Welcome to the city of brotherly love. We're in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Flyers are ready to get nasty. The Blackhawks will look to go on the offensive as they win the opening draw. He grabs the puck here at the point. Moves it to Vlasic. Feeds the puck to Lardis. Puck hops out of the offensive zone. They'll be forced to do it over from center. Takes it into the slot. A game of inches, and he puts it off the outside of the post.
A huge opportunity there, James, to get the go-ahead goal in this game. You know what that does? It creates a ton of momentum, but the pipe stops it.
The Blackhawks will play it from the defensive zone. Chicago's through center and on the offensive end. Moves it quickly over to Couturier. Quick shot! And that goes off course off a body. Vlasic's moving the puck through his own zone. Burakovsky's gaining momentum. Chicago's got it along the wall. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Scooped up along the wall by Dvorak. From the open ice, they gain the line. Makes a move, and the puck hops away from him.
Sometimes when you lose the puck, it's a product of trying to do too much. Sometimes keeping it simple is more effective.
Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Directed over to Dvorak. Moves into the slot. Knocks it away with the paddle. Great poke check. Quick pass to York. Picked off by Grzelcyk. The Flyers get a hold of the puck in their own end. Quick feed to Grzelcyk. Tosses it to Teravainen. Chicago's got it in their own zone. Now a quick pass to Crevier. Feeds it to Teravainen. Shot! Oh, what a blunder stop by Vladar!
I love this power move to the net. I'm going to call it driving the line. You want to manipulate your opponent so they have to turn, and that's exactly what happens. He wins the battle to the space, just doesn't connect on the finish.
The Blackhawks are on the attack. Passes over to Hathaway. Chicago's got the puck along the wall. Taken by Kaiser. On the attack along the boards. Chicago's got the puck in the corner. Handles the puck at the point. Inside the offensive zone, takes the pass from along the boards. Oh, and some lost momentum as the puck leaves the zone. Grabbed along the boards by Mangiapane. A little banging and crashing now. Handles the pass at center. Feed to the middle. And he denies that great opportunity there.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
In the final moments of this period, we've still got zeros on the board. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. On the attack, they come down the right wing. And now it's grabbed by Dvorak. Makes a save again!
Knight's made himself look big on that save and almost made it look easy. That's a high shooting percentage shot because it's coming from a grade A scoring area.
Puck picked up by Konechny. Scores! There it is! Travis Konechny connects!
He's not happy with this goal, James. It looks like he thought he was sealed to the post, but there was just enough room to let that puck slide by.
The Flyers have finally opened the scoring here in the first and not a moment too soon.
This has been a bit of a defensive juggernaut, James. We've been waiting for a goal call all game long, and we finally get it. And what this does will give them some confidence heading into the intermission.
Shot! And that goes off the player in front. Moves the puck down low. Chicago's looking to break out. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. And nearing the final 60 seconds of this opening stanza. Here's a pass and through. And that doesn't connect. Great poke check on the reach. The Blackhawks take it across the blue line. Takes a shot. That's it for period number one. Second period action coming up in moments here on EA Sports. We are about ready to go for the middle stanza here tonight. Both teams seem to be recharged and play is underway here in period number two. Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of this one?
Philadelphia's held the play here, and the reason why they've done it is they've controlled their shot selection. They know exactly where they want to go, when they're going to do it, and they're driving the net.
Puck scooped up by Vlasic. And he sidesteps the check there. And he takes the dish. The Blackhawks played along the boards. That is why hockey players are warriors. What a block. All alone. Just a simple pass save made by Knight. With the puck inside the defensive zone. The Blackhawks have it now. The Flyers scoop it up along the boards. Offside the call. We'll get a face-off coming up. We're still in the early stages of this period. Philadelphia's ahead 1-0. The Flyers take control of the face-off. The Blackhawks gain possession. Quick pass over to Bertuzzi. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Slips by the check. The Flyers have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Driving right to the front. And he gets just enough of it to keep it out for the back of the net.
Hold on, James. The official waved this off right away. This is going to be goaltender interference. Listen, these rules are put into play to protect the goaltender. The moment you come into contact, this is going to be waved off.
Face-off coming up here, and they certainly look hungry to answer back after that non-goal call. Philadelphia's won the draw in the neutral zone. Cuts into the paint. Good score! That's back-to-back snipes.
Well, it feels like there's a wave of momentum, and it has certainly changed here. You can get the opportunity, but you have to execute. That's 2 in a row.
Still lots of time left in the period. Philadelphia's been the better team here over the last few minutes, increasing their lead to 2. Shot! Can't get it to go. Oh, smart heads-up play to put that one away. Takes the feed from the wing. Philadelphia's got the puck. Picking up steam in the offensive zone. Chicago's got the puck in the defensive end. And that's taken away in the offensive end by Michkov. And he denied him there. Here's a short pass to Teravainen. Pokes it away in his own end. Pass to Glendening. Philadelphia's got the puck against the boards. Scores! They strike again. It's 3 answer goals.
Over and over and over again, James. And you can see the excitement on the bench. They know that they've deflated and they push their opponent back on their heels. They need to keep plugging away here and not get complacent.
Puck grab by Sealer. What a steal in his own end. The Flyers gain possession along the wall. Tries to feed it over to Martoni. From the point, gets to make something happen. On the breakaway! Great save to deny him.
Oh, yeah, and he looks too deep to get around the goal.
Scores! And they do it again and again and again.
The coaches will be preaching. Listen, have no mercy. Continue the pounding, continue the beating because they are on a roll.
Philadelphia's dominated right from the start.
James.
Moves it to Nazar. The Blackhawks have it from the corner. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Here's a howitzer-empty net. And he was right there to make the stop on that play.
Ladar's been able to watch the game for most of the night from the other end because of the offensive production in the offensive zone, James, but he's a real good job there. Timing is everything. Staying focused, tracking the puck, and making a good save at the right time.
Can't keep a hold of the puck after that play.
Philadelphia's had a fantastic night all the way around, and when you feel this way, you're confident, you're playing with puck possession, you're distributing it the way you want. All lines are contributing. This is a nice feel as they head to the intermission.
Chicago's got a hold of the puck. Moves it quickly over to Bertuzzi. Along the half wall with the puck. Here's a shot. Oh, a clutch save.
Ladar's got great rebound control and just pushes that out of harm's way.
Excellent stick work on the play. Takes a shot. Oh, what a save in front. Here's a chance behind the net. Takes a shot. Blocker save.
Well, this is an incredible athletic save, but this is all instinct. There's no time to put yourself in position. You just react. If you get there, you get there. What a great job.
Well, there you go. We played 40 minutes. Final chance for the coaches to push their messages home, and we'll see the third period coming up in just a matter of moments. Who's ready for some more hockey? Welcome back to EA Sports Sabowski Pounder. And here we go with period number 3 moments away. Well, this has been an absolute blowout to the first 2 periods as we get underway here in the third. All right, Cheryl, how do you sum up what we've watched so far tonight?
Chicago's trailing in this game because they haven't managed the puck, and they've been cheating offensively. When you're not in good position, you're not supporting the puck carrier, and it goes the other way, you're in trouble.
Toss to the front. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Knight.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area. He's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck, to be able to make that save. Great job.
And that's off a stick. Quick pass to Burakovsky. They've got numbers here. Here's a shot. Oh, he had the answer on that one. Blocked. He may have just stopped a goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
The Flyers have built themselves a sizable lead here early in this third period. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. And he slides it quickly to Dvorak. Puts it on net. Oh, whoa, what an incredible save!
I don't even know how he got to that. That's fierce athleticism to be able to get back to the net and make that save, James.
That was amazing. Denies him.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
On the rebounding Hudson. The Flyers continue to bring up the score here in period number 3.
Well, it's just been a terrific collective effort. Now they're on the home stretch, and the coaching staff has a real opportunity to utilize their bench, rest their star players, and this is critical when you're in a long season.
Chicago's across the blue line. Slides it across. Here's a shot. Fantastic save. Picked up along the boards by Green. And it goes off the air and it stays out.
Chicago's working hard, even they're down just a bunch of goals in this one, but they need something. They need a spark, and I'll tell you what isn't a spark when it goes off the post.
Oh, wow. Can't connect as it goes off a stick. And a great save.
Donato's made an incredible play right there. I mean, he's stumbling. He looks like he's going to fall almost, but he's off balance, and that's the key. The puck isn't exactly where he wants it, but he still manages to find a way to get a shot off.
Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Shakes off the coverage. Here he is on the backhand. They score! And that's back-to-back goals!
Well, nothing like switching momentum and putting your opponent on their heels and getting two in a row. Back-to-back, here they come.
The Flyers don't want to take their foot off the gas here in the third period, but they have a lot of padding with the lead that they've built. And that's intercepted by Glendening. Takes it in front. Oh, what a stop by Knight.
What an incredible glove save by the goaltender. I mean, he gets out to the top of the space. He's challenging. He's saying, hey, try and beat me on this side.
Philadelphia's been on a roll all night long, and they continue to lead in the third. The Flyers take possession off the faceoff. Hi, everybody. We're in the city of brotherly love here in Philadelphia, and the Flyers, always a little snarl in this building. Heck, one of the media guys started pushing me before puck drop here tonight. We are about set to drop the puck as both centers make their way into the dock. The Flyers will start with the puck as they win the opening faceoff here. Chicago's got the puck along the boards. Looks to make a play over to Lardis. With possession along the wall. Look at that hit. Maybe try to wear down the opponents here. And that's poked away by Vlasic. Looks for breakout options behind his own cage. Here's a shot. And that's off target as it hits the body. Chicago's moving the puck through center ice. Takes it to the front. Oh, he comes up with a big stop there. Let's get the call. Ristolainen's going off for hooking.
Well, he's going to get the hooking call, and often this is a result of not keeping your feet moving. So, yes, you reach. Yes, you lean in with your stick, and you get the hooking call.
Nice job tying up his opponent. Block shot.
Now, if you want to be on a PK, James, you have to know how to get in front of shots, and he does exactly that, taking away the threat.
And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll be forced to tag up. Slides the puck across to Konechny. Tiptoes around the poke check. A chance! How did he stop that one? Obels gets set for the face-off here as they will continue to play shorthanded. The Flyers take possession here inside the offensive zone. Drysdale's got it in the corner. Hook it up with the stick in the defensive end. Oh, so close, but so far.
Well, he's certainly going to be frustrated with that one. I mean, you do all the work to get to that space. It's a glory area. You know you've got a prime-time shooting and opportunity, and you miss the net. You absolutely cannot miss from that spot.
The Flyers get their man back out of the box.
And that power play wasn't very good, James. It's really slow and methodical, an easy read for the PK unit. You got to fight to find something in the middle ice and get some shots on net.
The Blackhawks carried along the wall. Grabbed along the board by Lardis. Quick feed to Bedard. Picks off the pass. Oh, look at this chance. Scores! It's a Flyers goal! The Flyers draw first blood here in period number 1.
Now, it's been a bit of a scrappy play going back and forth here, James, but they get up by 1, and got to wonder if it now opens the game up.
Here's a short pass to Couturier. And the puck leaves the zone. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Lazar's got the puck in his own zone. And he takes the feed. Nice poke check. Takes it across the blue line. And a delayed penalty coming up as he got tripped up. Here comes the call. Vlasic's getting 2 for tripping.
Well, that's certainly not going to help the team. I mean, they're losing by 1. They've got to find a way to get some momentum to get on the board. Now they find themselves killing a penalty.
Passes it over. Moves it to Teravainen. Nice zone entry from the middle. Moves the puck along the half wall. Solid check to slow him down. Handles the puck. Moves it quickly over to Sanheim. Sends it in front. Only comes up with a stop. The Blackhawks gain possession of the defensive zone. Quick pass to Teravainen. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. Teravainen's got it against the boards.
Vlasic's almost back on the ice.
Both sides are evened up now as the power play expires.
You get the nod to go out there on the power play and make a difference, and you don't. It's frustrating, and it's a real momentum killer.
Along the wing up the neutral zone. Quick feed to Teravainen. And there's the save.
Grant's found his rhythm here as we look at that last save. I mean, he has to be so on the mark right now, true position to be able to make it. His read is perfect. He's tracking well. I mean, you have to be quick and athletic to make that one.
More than half the frame has been played here. The Flyers have taken a 1-0 lead. Philadelphia's won the defensive zone draw. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Tries to the paint. Dishes it off. And can't redirect it into the net.
Sometimes when you have the puck on your stick in a primetime scoring area, it's not about threading the needle. And when you try and thread it, sometimes you miss. And that's what happened there.
From point blank. With a stoppage of play. Almost anarchy in front of that net.
Well, there certainly is. It was chaotic. Those on position time is certainly up. They needed this rest with a great play by the tender.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Feeds it over. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. Shot deflected. Big time stop.
This is a great reactive save. I mean, he sees the puck at the last second and is able to get his body in front of it. That is tough, not easy to do. He found it and he made the save.
And a smart heads-up play with the bank. The Blackhawks gain possession in their own end. Slides it diagonally to Lardis. Taken along the wall by Monroe. Here's a short pass to Burakovsky. Winding down the final minute of this opening frame. Puck set down the ice. We'll get an icing.
I love that he's controlling what he can control right here, and for him, that's imposing his physical will, and he really wants to rally the troops. He knows they're trailing, but it's a spark, right? It's all about a spark and what comes next.
And gets a little boost to come up with the puck from off the wing with both centers tied up. The Blackhawks will play it from the defensive zone. And that'll put a bow on the first 20 minutes of action here tonight. We've got lots more still to come. Second period is just around the corner. Two more periods to go, and we're about to play the second frame here. And they'll come after it Cheryl, we got 20 minutes under our belts in this one. How do you sum up the performance?
The Flyers are putting on a shooting clinic out there right now. Real entertaining game to watch. The coach will be real happy about being opportunistic and taking shots.
Smart heads up play to neutralize the threat. Right in the low spot. Denies him in close.
You have to be quick in your crease if you want to be able to deny low zone shots. He does that perfectly as he's tight to the shooter right there.
Lardis setting up against the wall. And it's a quick pass to Bedard. And he takes the feed. Oh, he had that corner, but he puts it off the outside of the post.
The Blackhawks fans showing some frustration there as they hit the post. Listen, when you're only down in the game by a little bit, you have to find a way to claw your way back in with a perfect chance right there to give them some momentum.
The Flyers have it now. Moves it to Drysdale. Here's a centering pass. Philadelphia's taken a 2-0 lead after that quick strike.
Well, they've been the better team, James, all night long. They dominated possession. They've been in the offensive zone. They've been first to retrieve pucks, and most importantly, they put a ton on net.
Moves inside. And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. And a stick in the lane deflects that one away. They've got numbers here. From point blank. Great save from in tight.
I really like the save, James, because he challenges the shooter who's all over.
Scores! That's 3 in a row.
Oh, it's so much easier when you're running in the game and your opponent is chasing, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Philadelphia's offense came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. Turns it over. Sends the feed in front. It scores! What an opportunity and delivers.
I really like the way they move the puck around to wait for the right time to be able to move that puck for the one-timer in that low slot area. He didn't have much time to get it off, but he got some wood on it and buried it.
Chicago's finally got the counterpunch they need. Now, can they do it again, Cheryl? That's the question.
Well, they need the knockout punch, don't they? And if they're going to get two and claw their way back in this one, but the momentum's in their favor right now. But it's their choice to do something with it.
The Blackhawks get a hold of the puck along the boards. And he connects with the long bomb. Moves it in front. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Bedard's got the puck and will hang on to the whistle.
Well, he hasn't been busy, James, but he makes a key save right there. Really important that he keeps his head in focus in the game.
Philadelphia's message was clear coming into this one. Lots of shots on net, and they lead here in this second. Chicago's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Oh, a clutch save! Ristolainen's lugging the puck, and he slides it quickly to Forster. Moves by the check. Oh, he scores! Oh, one-timer to bury it. The Flyers still have a lot of time left in this game to even make this even more lopsided. But Cheryl, late here in the second, they are dominant.
Well, it's pretty hard to believe that you start with the adrenaline running, you got the competitive juices flowing, and there is no lag in their play. It has been a consistent effort, and they simply have lit their opponent on fire.
Big time stop there.
Knight's really struggled tonight, and the team in front of them as well. They've got to find a way to get back on track. They need to switch the momentum of this game if they want to get back in it.
Takes the feed.
Forster's been buzzing out there, James, tonight. I mean, he already has a goal. This is a blowout game. The Times have had the stats.
Tees it up from the point. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Moves it to Kaiser. The Flyers look to start the transition game. He's got a step. Wings it off the iron.
Well, he knew what he was going to do coming in one-on-one with the goaltender. Looked real confident in it, but man, he just missed by inches.
He scores! Back-to-back tallies.
Yeah, they've been chopping at the bit. Now they've got their opponent on their heel. They need a quick change here and find a way to continue the momentum. My favorite coaches were the ones that would go back to how the play started. And he's going to get an assist on this play. Sometimes it gets missed, but it is not lost because he physically engages huge contact to separate player from puck to even get possession to be able to go the other way.
So I guess they might need that power
Well, it's a delayed call, and it almost looks as that the defensive structure collapses. And man, do they take advantage.
The Flyers continue to hammer the accelerator here in the late stages of period number 2. It's been attack, attack, attack all night long.
Yeah, they had the puck on their stick. They've driven the net when they've had the opportunity. And, I mean, they've just played well. They've been dominant tonight, James.
Moves it quickly over to Michkov. Gaining steam here on the attack. Fires it. Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. Shot. And he's got the answer for that one.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
And another stop. 47 seconds to go here. The Flyers take possession here in the open ice. Chicago's got a hold of it against the wall. Swatted away with the stick in the defensive zone. And there's the horn, bringing the second period to an end. All right, they say 3 is the magic number. Period number 3 is coming up next. Both teams seem fresh after that second intermission. We're ready to drop the puck on period number 3. It's been a total mismatch here as we get underway for the third. Let's see if anything changes. Cheryl, 40 minutes in the books now played. How do you view this one?
Chicago's got to have a fresh start in this third period, James. They haven't been urgent, and they've been chasing the entire game. And I could tell that right from puck drop in the first period. They weren't urgent off of the faceoff. They weren't where they needed to be. And it's looked like that all game long. They need to change it now if they want to get back in this one.
And he rings the post!
Tippett's having a tough one tonight, James. He's been at the right place at the right time with good timing, but unable to convert as it goes off the pipe numerous times.
Burakovsky's got the puck. Quick pass to Marcus. Handles it along the blue line.
I'm not sure if he just got the wind knocked out of him, James, after that enormous hit, or whether there's an injury, but either way, he is really struggling to get back to the bench.
Blocker save! Taken by Tippett. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Philadelphia's offense has been a thing to watch tonight as they lead it big time here early in the third. Dvorak won the draw there on the attack. No room for that one to get through. Picked up along the wall by Dvorak. And now it's grabbed by Nazar. Over the line they come. Takes the puck at the point. Chicago's on the attack. Loses the coverage there. Oh, making his presence felt with the hit. Scooped up along the wall by Bertuzzi. Puts it on net. And he had the answer on that one. Down the left wing and into the offensive zone. The Blackhawks gain control of the puck against the wall. Long lead pass into the open ice. Fires it on net. Picked up along the boards by Nazar. Quick feed to Barkley. Feeds it over to Drysdale. Philadelphia's got it into the offensive zone. Sends it past in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Chicago's got it along the wall. Philadelphia's looking to break out of their own end. Putting the hard hat on here. What a hit. Slides it across. Oh, looked like he had the corner, but he puts it off the side of the net. Grabbed along the board by Martoni. Receives the pass. Philadelphia's got possession at center. And he can't hang on after that hit. The Blackhawks will play it in their own end. Mangiapane's got it along the wing. Moves the puck. Kaiser's going to play it against the half wall. Takes the puck. And that slides right out to center ice. Puck picked up by Crevier. And now he moves it quickly to Mangiapane. And that pass is redirected. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here.
Mazar's not happy with that last sequence. Knows he has a huge opportunity and just misses the mark and rings it off the post.
Philadelphia's offense has put on a show tonight, and here they are in blowout mode late in the third. The Flyers take possession off the faceoff. Across the line and on the attack. And he loses control here. There's the whistle as the play was offside.
Forster's been snipping in and around the net all game long. Multiple scoring opportunities. Finally going to connect on the last one. But if you look at his body of work over the course of the game, he's had a lot of sustained pressure in the offensive zone, and he's been a real threat.
The Blackhawks win it. Vlasic's taking it from his own end. They've got the defense outnumbered. The Flyers take possession in the defensive end. Philadelphia's got the puck against the half wall. Vlasic stick handling in his own zone. Passes it over. Passes it to Tippett. Knocks him. The Blackhawks gain possession. From the point, they take control of it. Good defensive effort to poke it away. Right on the doorstep. Stick save, just got a piece of it with that one. Here's a short pass to Burakovsky. Oh, look at this. The Blackhawks move the puck in the defensive zone. Slides it over to Lardis.
Philadelphia's ahead in this game because of the production of that second line, and this is a nice luxury to have when you've got depth on your bench. You can look down it and really create some internal competition for the ice time.
Taken along the wall by Lardis. And there it is, stopped by Vladar. Final seconds ticking away on this one, and the home team giving the fans something to cheer and get loud about. Listen, time ticking away, and he comes up big. And we are all alone with this one. Cheryl, how do you describe this goal, Tom?
Well, when you're getting a lot of shots on net, it means you're getting in the offensive zone, and sometimes any shot is a good shot when you're picking up the rebound.
Hi, everybody. We're in the city of brotherly love. Had a great cheesesteak earlier this afternoon. Now ready to watch the Flyers in this sea of orange here on the ice tonight. Tension so thick you can cut it with a knife. The Flyers take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Lardis takes the puck. Looks to pass it to Bedard. Chicago's got the puck along the wall. Sends the pass over. And that's deflected off someone in front. Dishes it off. Puck scooped up by Ristolainen. Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession.
Ristolainen's trying to get a little too fancy with the puck there, and as a result, he loses it.
Feeds it over. And a huge stop by the goaltender. Scores. Sean Couturier.
The coaches today are spending so much time on a detail of the game, stick position, and it's evident and on display right here. It's stick position and anticipation. Good defense and interception leads to offense in that beautiful goal.
Locks them up on the draw as they take possession. The Blackhawks gain control of the puck. Vlasic's got it in the defensive end. Passes it in front. Oh, and he whiffs on it. York's picking up steam. Philadelphia's got it across the line. Here's a shot. Redirected off a stick. And that's turned aside. Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead. Shot. Turns that one away. Ladard's going to cover up and opt for a whistle.
Yeah, and I don't mind this play here. I mean, he hasn't been busy, right, James? And so sometimes you just want to physically engage, touch that puck, and make sure you're staying in it.
Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. The Flyers lead it 1-0. And sneaks in and grabs possession. And banks off a stick in traffic. Slides it across. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Moves it to Crevier. Oh, that's a huge stop. Let's go! Right on the doorstep. The rebound there to be had. And they made no mistake about tucking that one home.
I love these types of goals, James, because you're driving the net without the puck. It is hard to get.
The Blackhawks gave one up early here in period number 1, but almost as quickly they get it right back.
Well, they've stayed the course here, and halfway through the period, I feel like they're just finding their legs and they're getting into rhythm. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get into it here, James. They found it.
And that's deflected. Quick pass across to Crevier. Slides the puck over. Here they come on the attack. To his teammate. Scores!
2 quick goals in a minute 30, James.
Anybody who just got up for a quick snag is probably looking at the scoreboard going, what happened?
Well, don't blink. The game can change in an instant.
Absolutely. Bedard's won the draw inside the neutral zone. Chicago's got it in their own zone. Picked up along the wall by Burakovsky. Moved up ahead here in the neutral zone. Puck clears the zone, and they'll be forced to regroup. Breakaway! And what happened there, partner?
Well, I think sometimes when you have time and you're trying to process, you're taking a little bit too much time. I don't think there was the confidence, right? The confidence to know exactly what he wanted to do, and in the process, he flubbed it.
Skates across the blue line. Takes a shot, and he gets in the lane to block that. Shakes the defender. He's on a breakaway. Oh, what a save. I can't believe he kept it out.
I don't even know how he got to that puck there, James. Goalie coaches are going to continually work on position while this has nothing to do with it. This is all about Will getting to the puck and being acrobatic in your piece.
Knight's got the puck, and he's going to hang on.
Oh, we're going to have to check that one out again. It was just spectacular, James. When you're out competing your opponent, you're dialed in. You're so athletic to make those kind of saves.
Here in the later stages of this period, Chicago's been the better-looking team over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on this one-goal lead. Takes the pass. Angles it over to Mangiapane. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Puck grab by Mangiapane. Big time block on the play. Scores! He gobbles up the rebound and tucks it home. Teams are lined up, and we are ready to take this draw. And And off the draw at center, they take control of the puck. Into the offensive end now. Here's a chance. Oh, and he gets a piece of that one to keep it out. Philadelphia's got possession of the puck. And he keeps that one out. The Flyers ready to go on the attack. And that's knocked away by Vlasic. Now over to Burakovsky. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Lets it fly. Somehow knocked away by the goalie on that one.
I'm not sure how he kept up to that shot right from the slot area, James, but man, he flashed the leather. He made the save. No rebound to boot.
Back-to-back saves there.
Beauty save back there. He's really owning his crease.
There's the horn for period number 1 as it comes to an end. We've got lots more action. 2 more thirds of this one to go. Stay with us. Well, hopefully everybody's refreshed after the intermission. We are ready to go for period number 2. Well, let's see if we can get some fireworks going here as period number 2 is underway. All right, Pounder, put your analyst hat on here. We've played already a period. What do you make of this one?
Knight's the only reason that his team is in this game, James, and he's been outstanding through the first 20. He's dialed in, he's focused, and his team needs to pick it up if they want a shot at winning this game.
Shuts him down.
Knight's been a consistent presence in the crease, James. I mean, he's made the stops he's needed to, but his team's playing extremely well, and that's why they have a comfortable lead.
Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Dished on over to Vlasic. Pass stolen in the open ice. Moves it quickly over to Sanheim. The Blackhawks get a hold of the puck in their own end. And he had an answer with that save. The Blackhawks played along the wing. Vlasic's looking to make something happen here in the corner. Chicago's working around along the line. Denies the shooter on that play. Now a quick pass to Ristolainen. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Couturier's got it in the offensive zone. Passes it over. And he shuts the door on that. Now he slides it up to Bedard. And he takes the pass. And that doesn't reach the net. Moves it around along the half wall. Puck exits the zone. Trying to shake the defender. He's in! Philadelphia's on the board, and suddenly we've got a different-looking hockey game.
You can feel the momentum shifting, and there's so many games within a game, James, and this is one right here as they get within striking distance in the second period. A lot of runway here. Been rifling a lot of shots on net, and they get one to drop.
Kaiser's moving the puck through his own zone. Sends a pass over. The Blackhawks looking against the half wall. The Flyers scoop it up along the boards. Scooped up along the wall by Sealer. Here's a blast. Absolutely no fear to get in front of the slap shot. The Flyers take it along the wall. Oh, he had a beat, but it goes off the inside post.
Sealer's got to be so frustrated, James. He's hit the bar a number of times tonight. Just when he thinks it's going to go in, he hears the metal.
Taken by Kaiser. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Here's a chance in front. And that's stopped.
Sealer's last chance is going to ring off the post here, James. He is frustrated, looking up at the sky right now. He can't believe he didn't put it in the net.
More than half the period period has expired. The Flyers have answered back in these last few minutes, but still need one more to even the score. Oh, he kicked it out with the pad off that deflection.
Sometimes when you have no time to think, you make these types of saves. I mean, there's no hesitation here, just simply reaction to be able to make it.
Here's a shot, and the play on his head gets a piece of the glove. Hathaway's across the line now and on the attack in the offensive end. Chicago's got it in their own zone. Hot moved over to Burakovsky. Poked away in the defensive end. Chicago's looking to break out. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. Chicago's got it along the wall. Strong use of the body to force the puck loose. And he sidesteps the check there. Dances around the defender, look out! And a great save!
What a save. I mean, how quick you have to be able to get on that puck, James. Anytime it's in the low slot, you got to be on your toes, and that's exactly what he was to be able to make the save.
Strong defensive effort. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck.
Well, you can't worry about what happened in the game, James. It's all about what you do now. Saving the present. That's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer.
The Flyers have been pressing, and they finally get rewarded for that goal.
They get rewarded, and now they can't sit back. They have to continue to attack and look to go ahead.
The Blackhawks win possession here in the open ice. Slides the puck over to Mangiapane. Slides it across to Moore. The Flyers have it from their own end. And that's stolen. And one last save. And there's the horn. 2 down. 1 more to go. Both teams will get a chance to catch their breath and get ready for a big third period next. Welcome back to EA Sports, the final frame of this one. It has been a fantastic matchup here, back and forth at both ends of the ice. Let's see what happens in the third. Avoids the poke check. Philadelphia's got a hold of it along the wall. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Play whistle dead, penalty coming up. The Blackhawks have been called for hooking.
Coaches hate these plays. They call them lazy plays because you're reaching because you're in a bad spot on the ice and hooking's the ball.
The Blackhawks got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively. The Blackhawks will kill off a few extra seconds now. Here they come inside the neutral zone. There's the whistle. We've got an offside. Dvorak's ready for the draw as we get set to resume this power play. And off the draw, they pick the puck. Slides the puck to Michkov. Shot! And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
More time off the clock as they grab the puck. Philadelphia's gained possession. And the pass is picked off. The Blackhawks have it now. Looking for space inside the D zone. Takes it from the right side. The Flyers can't convert on the power play. Both sides are back to even strength.
That's a great job by this PK unit, James, creating some momentum for their team and getting out of it without getting scored on. And this is critical, given that it's a tie game.
Drives to the crease. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Handles the pass. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Dishes it off. Great heads-up play by the defender. Shakes off the coverage. Chicago's got it along the wall. Big stop right there. Picked up along the boards by Gasol. Let's Lardis moves the puck. Takes the feed.
Burakovsky's been really quiet tonight, James, and typically in the booth, we find a way to talk about him a lot, and we haven't tonight. But the good part is this game is still close, and the best players, they find a way to bring their best when it matters most.
And now it's grabbed by Tippett. Philadelphia's ready to go on the attack. Oh, had a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him.
Tippett's known for his creativity, and he tries one too many moves there, and he loses the puck.
Scores! Quick as a hiccup, it's in the back of the net.
Well, you said it quick, James, and he is lightning fast. He separates himself from the pack every single time and generates these opportunities.
Past the midway mark of the frame, the Blackhawks have taken the lead here over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on it. He got all of that one. Chicago's got the puck in the defensive end. Some great thievery in the open ice. Scores! Won the face-off at center. And he takes the dish. Shot! Comes up with a blocker save. Quick feed to Teravainen.
What an entertaining game, James. A lot of goal calls for you as it's been back in.
Loose puck and he's in all alone. What a save on the play!
Oh, James, I thought he had it. He was out and he could have faked and moved the tender, but he got it himself in a little too tight when he made it. And man, what a nice save.
Makes a move in front. Scores! And we take a drive to Clutch City as they take the lead.
Well, the lead is in their hands, and now it's about building off of that. Good shift management, dictating pace, controlling the offensive zone. Everything now, it's on the line.
Gains the zone through center. Gains it over. Works it across to Sanheim. Here's a blast. And that's blocked from someone in front. Chicago's in now. He grabs the puck here at the point. Fires one. Oh, comes up with a kick save. Nice zone entry from the right side. Takes a shot. Turned aside with the blocker by Knight. And he takes the feed. Still a tight one here as we approach the final minute of the third. Too much congestion in front. The Flyers get a hold of the puck along the boards. Here's a short pass to Forster. Shot! Makes the save. What a reaction with the blocker. Straight up the middle. Here they come. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Right through center and into the offensive zone. The Blackhawks have it now. Moves it to Lardis. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Oh, had his head down in the corner and got rocked. Philadelphia's got a hold of the puck. Odd man rush. And you can hear these fans calling for a shot in the dying seconds. That's all she wrote from this one. The Blackhawks got off to a great start and then just really settled down in their own end the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's a balancing act, really. You want some offense, but then you also have to be able to play on the other...